Anakatos has sealed himself in with the Hyperion, and his silent choir will lay down their lives for him. I do not know what to do, Beckoned. I have defended my people from beasts and disasters, but nothing like this. Of course, I will not let Anakatos destroy my people because he believes the gods demand it. I know we have the strength we need inside of us, despite his claims. We are worth saving, even if the gods disagree. But Anakatos has sealed himself in the Hyperion antechamber. Without the cipher and knowledge of the Hyperion, we are lost. Anakatos was lucky enough to have your cipher to exploit it. With the cipher drained, we will never force it to unseal. If we knew more of the Hyperion itself, we might learn of some other way into it. But the only one that has this knowledge is Anakatos himself. Anakatos and his silent choir had a monastic retreat in the wilderness, Nyxaros. We should search it for anything that might help us open the Hyperion. It is an old portion of the city that was never raised up. It was supposed to be a shrine of quiet contemplation. Now it is the refuge of Anakatos' silent choir. The complex rests where it was first carved, in the Mountains of the Teeth. Farewell. What is it?
beckoned, not time. Seek Primus below.
I am afraid we have dishonored my master, Arcades. He is a pious man who has always sought to serve. And we use the power of his position to force us on the true path without his knowledge. Slavery, oppression, pain, all.
Hold a moment. These are bodies of colossi. What are they doing here? Wait, I recognize some faces. Belfron, Armandia, these were great colossi, all viable competitors for the role of Primos at one time or another. I do not like the implications of this. What has Anakatos wrought? Be cautious in these lands.
In this confession I shall tell of how my master was brought nearly to his death. Arcades failed Athene in our mission to bring her servants to a devout state that would be worthy of her power and wisdom. At my behest, he sought the Hyperion force to the sky to earn our recognition. The ensuing eruption of Athene's wrath killed many, and nearly took dear Arcades.
Trespassers, you are too late! The council already lies dying in the torture chambers, and the Jotun slaves will soon be butchered as the master ordered. Come, brothers and sisters, let us deal with these curs.
What is it? Here, I found these during the fight. I do not know what they once bound, but they might be of use to you. Now, we must decipher what that cultist said. But there are also the slaves. They will be killed if we don't save them. But if the Council is dying, we must choose who we see to first. The Council must be important. Something that could help us find a flaw in his plan, perhaps, or learn more about the cipher in the Hyperion. I do not believe so. The Council is dying if Anakatos' dogs are to be believed, and the slaves are to be executed. I am unsure who we should be trying to help, but you are the Beckoned of Athene. I must defer this choice to you. So decide. Do we go to the slave pens and help the slaves? Or do we go to the torture chambers to try to find Anakatos' council before it dies? I do not know what the council is, but I have had enough surprises today. I only hope that we can find it of use. I know what this place is now. These travesties, these heresies, these are what Anakatos truly is. Very well. Primos cannot succeed. Ahead are the torture chambers, it seems. Anakatos' council lies on this path. Hyperion antechamber. Is this where he conducts his torture?
Finally, the day has come. The wait has been long, and nearly unbearable. But at last, you are here. Before my strength has fled me. Ever since the day I brought ruin to my people, I thought this burden was my punishment. It seems I have not survived for my sake, but for yours. It is a joy to see you beckoned. I have much to tell you, and I do not have much time left. I am Arcades. Once I was the Primos of the Colossi, but no longer. Beckoned. Many other reasons that you have been brought here. The death of Anokatos is but a part of the whole. Your true goal is the Hyperion itself. For that is why to succeed where gods and mortals could not. The cipher you bear, though fragmented, is the answer to the riddle. Only you can make it known. Yes, you and it both. For without you, the cipher cannot be of use. And without it, your power cannot be harnessed. For the riddle of my people's future is one the gods themselves cannot answer. Fate is obeyed by all. By all. Except for you. More than that. It was Anokatos who insisted we build the antechamber. That we try and force the Hyperion to rise. It, in desperate times, his thought made sense. But when I brought the wrath of the gods down, only he and I survived. He dragged me, broken, to his domain, and kept me on the edge of life, so he could learn the wisdom of the Primos. The power to change fate. That is the role of the beckoned. To serve the gods and unbind my people. But Anokatos schemes. Though he will not receive the favor of Athene, he is not ready for the Hyperion. He will bring destruction. Ah, it is too soon. But I have left the answers long before. Find Sikandra. Ask her about our last day. And tell her I am sorry.
Arcades. I had always... He had died. He had died years ago when the gods rebuked him and our people. It was truth. Anokatos had him alive.
and tortured? I thought I watched him die years before. All that was left of him was a circlet. A circlet.
There was much he should have answered for in his lifetime. But what we saw in Nixaros, he didn't deserve it. He didn't. Our last day. The day... Could it mean the last day that I saw him? The last day we spoke, before the Hyperion tragedy. He asked me to escort him through the wilds, to the shrines outside the city, the shrines of earth and air. He told me to remember them when times seem bleak. I thought nothing of it, but could he have known about this? About now? Because I am his daughter. It was known to many, and it used to be a bond of pride. And he taught me the wisdom of a primos. But then, Arches brought down the wrath of the gods. I thought that was how faith was always rewarded. I once thought that faith was what would ruin my people, the thing that would distract them from their happiness. But I see now, it is apathy. To not care for our people, that is Anakatos' sin. As I thought it was our cases before him. But this is so much larger. Larger than I ever thought. And Arches, he always knew that I would be here. He must have always known. It is an ancient place high in the teeth of Naros. I do not understand its significance. But we need answers, not more riddles. Let us unravel this as quickly as we can. The fate of my people is at stake. My father died in service to his gods, for whatever love they might have shown him. But for all the anger I've held towards him, I'm glad I was there. I don't know why Arches spoke of this. Apparently, it's necessary for unsealing the Hyperion. But how? I was expecting answers from Nixaros, and we're only getting more questions. Something is wrong. Anakatos wishes to destroy Idylla, but how close is he to his goal? The task is clear. We need to... Ah! My head! Can you feel it? Something is wrong. This magic... Anakatos has done something. We must return to the city. We might be too late. Something grave has happened. I can feel it in my body. I fear Anakatos may have accomplished his goal. Farewell.
I struggle to keep sweet Arches alive so that I may find in him the knowledge and power of the Primos, and in doing so can find the answer I needed to bring myself, my people, to perfection, to regain the goodwill of the great goddess. Thank Athene that my followers continue my work while I tend to my master. there were others akin to myself, holy ones, who are resolute and hold tightly to their faith. Or had I the means to create the people the gods truly wished for, so that we finally may raise the Hyperion and bring the befouled to their ends? We would do for Athene what she most certainly demands of the wretched.
The city seems intact, but still, the henge has already become disrupted. Anakatos has sealed us from the city. It is only a matter of time before he finds a way to destroy Idylla. We must find what Arcais spoke of, and quickly. Arcais requested specifically that we go to the shrines of earth and air on the last day we spent together. There are 2 sites in the wilderness, touched by the gods, one in the peaks of the Teeth, and the other in its canyon. These were called the Shrines of Earth and Air. I thought nothing of them, but Arcais knew. He must have known this day would come, when we needed them. Yes. The Hyperion was larger, more impressive, but these areas bore the same mysterious substance that the Hyperion was crafted from. We have never seen its like before. It must be some divine element. The gods use it then as a marker for us. Yes. The last day came long after we had stopped speaking. The burdens of his reign had all but consumed him. He made a pilgrimage to the shrine of earth and air, and I was his guard. He asked for me personally. He said I would need these places when the hour was darkest. I thought it was a half-felt apology, but I never forgot it, and neither did he. I cannot say for sure, but there is more than coincidence here. That Arcais showed these places to me, that he mentioned them as he died. But we have little else to act on, and with every moment the chance of Anakatos' calamity occurring grows greater. It rests in the teeth of Naros, but south of the Hyperion and the city. It is nestled between the great crags of rock that make these mountains. It lays in the crags of the teeth of Naros, in the shadows of the great rocks. There is a stone there that resembles the Hyperion in its own way. We don't know why the spot was marked the way it was. Perhaps we will finally find out. The Shrine of Air is a holy site we found nestled in the highest peaks of the teeth of Naros. We found a stone there, the same material as that of the Hyperion itself. But we never knew why the gods left such a marker. Farewell.
Beckoned. Sekandra has informed us of what happened. Anakatos, did he really betray us? We all felt some vile magic pass through these lands, and now the Henges do not respond. The city is locked off to us. I only wished to deliver a message to one of our scouts outside the city, and now it seems the worst has happened. The city is sealed by an unknown force. Could Anakatos really have done this? I have some items that you might need during your travels. I don't know how long we'll have them. You must move quickly, beckoned.
Beckoned, thou hast gone.
These... I doubt that anyone has walked these halls since they were first shaped. I wonder if the words Arche spoke were true. I do not know for sure. When Arches came here with me years before, he said this of the Earth Shrine. The Earth is dark and heavy, and dangers hide unseen. Accept the light in darkness, for it knows the way. A light in this gloom is welcome, but I would not wander too far off the path. It must be somewhere among the ancient stones. I can feel a powerful magic in this place. Can't you? It is heavy, like some huge burden. Very well. final task waits. I hear you. is it? Something feels strange, Beckoned. When you harnessed the Earth Shrine, my limbs never held more strength. You look more whole, and I can feel the magic pouring through this land already. We must be close. The Hyperion waits. It waits in the higher peaks of the Teeth of Naros. But I have a feeling that Anakatos knew that we would find them. I don't know how easy this will become, but we have to keep going. I can only imagine that is what Arcades meant. But though I can say that much, I still do not know what we're dealing with. Come, if we need the Air Shrine to unlock the Hyperion, then we must go. Remarkable. It looked like the Hyperion in its own way. The gods, when they made the Hyperion, they must have left this as well. But it felt entirely different. Like if I touched it, I would suddenly collapse under my own weight. Farewell.